Hello everyone. Well, let's see if we're on here. So we're going to check that out. Here we go. I think we are on. So let's see. Okay, I got Ollie. Jill, it's here. It looks like my picture is clear for this morning. And this is what we're going to be making. Okay, now I got problem over here. Here we go. Now I think I got it. Perfect. So I got Ollie is here, Sharon, Barb it's here. Awesome, awesome. So what's the weather up there? Here it's pouring like cats and dog. I mean, it's raining so much. So I'm just keeping my finger crossed that we won't have a power surge because this morning the thunder and the rolling and that. So let's keep our finger that internet's going to cooperate good. Almost afternoon there, absolutely. And then on the East Coast, some of them are still sleeping. So it's hard to pick a good time. I try to pick right the mountain time that it's about an hour, 2 hours on one side, 2 hours on the other side. And let me fix this here. I just saw it was coming apart here. Here we go. And it's hard to pick a time, but I think for the night 6:30, then I know some places just 4:30, they're still at work, but some places it's 8:30. So, and in the morning it seems 10 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock someplace, or it's 8 o'clock someplace. So it worked about good. From Moore, Oklahoma, hello Janice. Kathy, it's here. Raining here in Del Rio too. Yeah, I bet looking at the radar, I think it's coming from your end, coming to us. Vivian from Puerto Rico, Arizona. I saw Arizona, the weather, it's kind of cool there too a little bit. So we got about 7 minutes before we start. So if you get any question now, it's a great time to do it. I won't go in detail with anything till we start right away. Sweden, we got somebody from Sweden. Thank you. Karen said, hi Frenchie, I love your card. Thank you so much. Puerto Rico, it's 12:53. So you see the time change, it's quite a bit. Here it's 10:53. And someplace it's 8:53. So I try to pick a time, that it's not like at midnight and I'm talking about US. I cannot go around the world with this because it would never be a good time. London, wow, all the way from London. What time is it in London? Is that London, Canada or London, England? So about 6 minutes. I will, what can I share till we get started? I got a bunch of stuff here on my desk that I can share. I'm going to show you one of the new stamp set coming up, the Dragonfly. I absolutely love it. So I did 108 of these cards. If you use the designer series paper and you cut it at 4-inch, 4-inch, and then 4-inch, and 4, 8, and 12. So you get 3 strips and then turn it around and you're going to cut it at 5 1/4. In all, it's going to give you 96 sheets and then 36 of those strips. So it's going to give you in all, with 1 pack of designer series paper, 108 cards. So that's what I done. This is going to be some of my thank you card for, I don't know which month, maybe February or something like that. So I'm advanced a little bit. It seemed this week I've been stamping like a fool. What else I have coming up here? Oh, I got some cute gift card. I challenged my team to do some gift card, and some of them start arriving. And I decided to do a few of the video. I know it's last minute for Christmas, so gift cards seem to be the best thing when it's at the last minute. So this is going to be one here. This was inspired by Cynthia. And then when you open it up, and boom. I did mine a bit different. See mine, the gift card going to slide right in here. So I'm looking for a business card. It's almost the same size, just a little bit bigger, but see how it fit perfect. And this is an envelope. So this is coming up. I did a coffee mug that Ollie designed, but I copied from her. Mine, it's already been sent to my mom. Because, you know, when you send to Canada, you have to mail a little bit faster than the US if I wanted to get there. And it just goes this way. I'm going to show you the one that I told you, the coffee cup. I'm going to have a video on that. That's the one with the video that I'm showing. This one was Ollie. And when you open it up, let me make sure that for some reason this one it gets stuck. 1 minute. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. I think it's the card that it's stuck. That's funny. I'm sorry, Ollie. I think I'm ripping your card. Okay, this one it's stuck. When you open it up, the gift card come right out. Let me see what's wrong. I think it's the card that it's stuck itself there. That's funny. Well, I'm going to have to look at that. So that's one that, this one's going to be coming up here. That's going to bug me till I fix it. No, it's something stuck. Where's my scissors? I'm here. Here we go. The card was stuck. So see, when you pull, it pull in and out. Now I'm gonna check. I think it's something stuck in there. So I'm gonna have to have a little operation, take some glue out on that. So that's coming up. Some video that's coming up. And what else I got here? We got 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. You saw this one here that I done. It's like the book. I did one with the moose there. I absolutely love those cards. So, okay, let me flip you here. I think we're going to be ready to start. Here we go. Here we go. So today I prepare quite a bit in advance, so I was not so try to push everything in, because really today what we're going to concentrate, it's how to do the frame. And you can see this frame, it's big. It's not one of the frame that I did before. I wanted a bigger frame for the sleigh and that, and I was, how can I make that work? So with a 12 by 12 paper, the bigger I can do, it was not big enough. It was like 6 by 6 or the way that, because it's a 3D, I think you can see. And this one, it's a 3/4 inch thick. So the other one that I did in the past is just ½ inch. And this one, you can see it is, when it's done, I mean, you know, the frame itself, it's 10.5. So it is a big frame, 10.5 by 6 inch. So 10.5 by 6, and the opening, it's about 9. And then about 4.5, I want to say, yes. So the opening, it's about 9 by 4.5. So it's not a small frame at all. So that's what we're going to do today. And of course, we have to use more than one piece of 12 by 12 paper. I'm using the craft paper. That's It's very strong and solid. I like that for 3Ds. You could use like the color cardstock too. The white and the vanilla, I wouldn't, it would be okay. It's just it's not as a heavy cardstock. So for a frame like that, I think the heavier the better it is. And so, okay, so today for, if you want the PDF file, the PDF file got pictures and got the template, get the picture, whatever, and a bit of detail because you get the video too. So if you want the PDF file, it is with an order of $30 with this hostess code here, CTXQ34EQ. Again, it is CTXQ34EQ. And if you want the PDF file, I know we're just starting, a new month, so you get the December Frenchie Steam PDF file. Well, if you want both of them with a $50 order, but it had to be this hostess code here. And this is only till Wednesday. Very short period. And don't forget that you get all the clearance, not the clearance, the closeout sale. Let me reach that. And I got a note here for my video that I always want to go through and I seem to forget. Well, today I'm going to think about it. Let me pull, okay. If you go at my blog, on the right hand side at Frenchie Stamp, oh, Ollie sent me oh, $25. I'm sorry, with $25. So $25 with this hostess code, $30 it's for the monthly one. I'm sorry. But $50 you get both of them. So you get a $5 break. So for today, with this hostess code, it is $25 CTXQ34EQ. And if you want the one that, the monthly one that it is $30, if you want both of them, it's with an order of $50. Now, what I was saying, the closeout sale, it seemed that it's people go on it and they don't see the sale. Well, what they put in the closeout end of the year deal, some of the stuff is from the big catalog that it's not going away. It's not closed out. They're not getting rid of it. It's what they get overstock. So they set an X amount, whatever they get way overstock, they set that aside for the sale. When they ran out, when they sell that X amount of product, it's going to go back at the full price. So an example, like the circle framelit, they're like at 50% off. The detail, and that is part of the bended fold card this month that Barb designed. It's the bended with the detail, floral detail. This is not the bended, but she did one and it's bended. It's one that I never promoted before. It's way cool the way that it folds. So it's this framelit, that floral framelit. So you see, and here's another one that was 2 cards there. So that's at 50% off. It's like $18, whatever. It is a steal. But again, maybe tomorrow it's going to be back at full price. It depends how quick they sell. So they were overstocked, so that's why it's part of that sale. Now to make it easier, if you go on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com, right there on the right-hand side, you're going to see like a picture of raindrops. If you click on that, I got a printout. It's 2.5 pages. Well, it's another page someplace, I think. Did I miss a page someplace? I think it's 2.5 pages. Let me double check that. Yes, 2 pages and then just a little tiny bit here. So 2 pages and what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the last page. what is this list? This list, it's everything that it's marked down. And it's going to tell you beside it what it's marked down. If it's marked down at 60%, 20%, 40%, 50%. So if you want to know what is the great deal, go ahead and print them out or just open it up and you can look at it. So I got that on my right side. Because if you go online in the closeout thing, a lot of the thing you're going to see that it's not even marked down. Why? It's because those ones are getting retired. So it's your last chance. It depends how much on stock they add. The more they add on stock, the bigger the discount is. But don't think, oh, they get a big discount. That means they get a lot on stock, so I don't have to place my order quick. That's not correct, because the higher the percentage is, it seems that more people buy it. So keep that in mind. I'm not telling you you have to go shopping right away. I'm just telling you it's why supplies last, and the price from what's from the big catalog, it's right the first paragraph on the printout there. You get about 10 items, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get 9 items. The swirly scribble thinlets, that I think it is so much. If you go on Pinterest and look on that, it is awesome. So that's at 30%. The circle framelit that I told you, 50%, they're 35, and they're at $17.50. It's a very good deal. The layering, not the layering, but the detailed floral, $29 regular price. Let me make sure I'm at the right, yes, $29. It's at $14.50. You cannot get a detailed thinlets like that. So make sure you look at the list twice, because a lot of people were saying it's not a deal, because if you pull all the bundles, because it's in a separate category, it's no deal on the bundle. Well, why the bundle are discontinued? It's because each catalog, they don't carry the bundle over. Maybe they're going to carry the stamp set, the punch that match, or the framelits, whatever. But as a bundle, it is not carry over. Each catalog, we get new bundle, and the bundle from the past get separated, put it that way. So that's why it's all in there. And some of the stuff, we don't get rid of it. We're going to keep both product, but they won't be offered as a bundle, because all bundle are 10% start with. One more thing, when you click on and everything else, that one got, I think, 6 pages. So at the top right hand corner, you're going to see like 24, depends how much you want to see on a page. Click on that, a little drop box going to come, and click view all. So then you won't miss anything. So it was those little tricks that it was kind of hard to understand the sales. So hope this makes sense. Let me look my thing. Oh, subscribe. Many people ask me, how can I get notified when you're live in that? Well, right there, you can see the subscribe button. If you subscribe, then you should see a little bell. Make sure get notified. So that's how you would get notified. But make sure you get subscribed, so then every time I do a video, you can be notified. By the way, yesterday I downloaded my 1,000 video. I started back in August 2009. And yesterday was my 1,000 video. I think that I said it's time to celebrate. I'm going to go make another video. Here I am. So, and that's just on YouTube. It's not counting Facebook and all that. Just YouTube videos. So it's plenty of video there. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. That's how I get, I see that if people watch or thumbs up, it's the same thing. Don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up. If you really dislike it, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs down. It's always a few that will do it. And we all get our opinion. But if you like my video, I appreciate those thumbs up. So I think that is it for now. Oh, one more thing, demo out to, many people say, well, I got a demo, but I would like to place an order with you to get the PDF file. That is okay. You can shop with 50, 100 demo. It doesn't matter. What you're going to do when you log in, you do not have to open a new account. Many people think they have to open a new account. Absolutely not. When you want to shop, let's say you want to shop with me, but you used shop with Holly. That's an example I'm giving. It's, I'm not picking names. So when you want to shop with me, make sure you go on my site at FrenchieStamps.com, click Shop 24/7. That's going to open you to my store, and then you're going to go log in. When you're going to log in, they're going to say, last time you shopped with so-and-so. Let's say you shop with Ollie. Are you sure you want to shop with France? Click yes. That is it. Next time, let's say you want to go shop with Ollie, make sure you log in from her website, her store, and then it's going to tell you, last time you shop with Frenchie, are you sure you want to shop with Ollie? That's how simple it is to go from one demonstrator to another demonstrator. I am not saying that you're going to shop with me or whatever, but I get that email over and over. They're like, I really want to support you. I appreciate your video and that, or I would like to have your PDF file. How can I place an order? Can you place it for me? You still can place it. Don't open another account. Your account works for all demonstrators out there as long as you log in from their store. If you just go Stampin'Up.com, whatever, it's going to bring you to where you used to shop. So go at their website or their blog. Like for me, it's my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. So, okay, I think that we got everything. So I'm going to flip that over and we're going to get started. So the camera, whatever, going to go around and around. So you can close your eyes. Hopefully it won't drop. I'm going to tell you when to open it up. Okay, that should be good. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do our scoring. And this is kind of tricky on the camera here, just because it is so big. So hopefully you can kind of see. So I'm using my Simply Score. And we're going to use, like I said, the craft paper. You get a side that it's very like matte, and you get a side that it's more shiny. Just make sure that you use the same size for your scoring. First thing you want to do is take a wax paper, and this is going to play a big part in your thing. And I mean a very big part in your thing. So I'm using a wax paper, and rub your piece of paper, cardstock. And again, this is the craft cardstock. All the supplies, it's listed on my blog this morning, so you can visit that. We're going to score at 3/4. Okay, some of you are going to ask me which side of the, you get a big side, a bigger knob and a smaller knob. This one, it doesn't matter. When you do a DSP though, I think you better use the bigger knob. The smaller knob want to go right through. So when it's cardstock, I'm using the small one because I can go deeper, I think. So 3/4, 1.5, 2 1/4, 3, 9, 9 3/4, 10.5, and 11 1/4. Oops. Flip this around and go at 3/4 all the way down. And you're going to go at 11 1/4 all the way down. Even if you don't see all the way down, it's all the way down. Next one, though, pay attention. This is crucial here. The next one, it's at 1.5, but you stop at your last score here. So 1.5 to 3. The next one, it's at 10.5 to 3, the last score. To make it easier, I like to flip my paper and then go back here and do the same thing at the other end. So it's 1.5 and 10.5, and you'll stop at the last cord. That it would be 3 inch. That is it. Now the next one, really this paper going to get trimmed, but to make it easier so you don't have to score back and forth, I'm using a piece of cardstock, the same thing, the craft cardstock, that measure 6 by 12. And we're going to score that. Okay, now I have to think here. I have to think. Because I scored the whole thing. Let me think a little bit here. Okay, so I got 12 by 12, score at 3/4, 1.5. Okay, 3/4, 1.5, 2.25, and 3. Flip it around, 3/4, 1.5, 2.25, and 3. Okay, I think we are done with the scoring part. Now let me remove this. And first thing we're going to do is the box itself. Well, no, let's do the background first. So the background, if you look at my background, you're going to see that this one here, I got the woodland embossing folder in it. So I'm going to show you how to do this, because you see, I didn't mount the paper there. It's all on one piece. Well, how can you emboss on all this when the embossing folder is just 6 by 6? That's what I'm going to teach you that too this morning. This one here, if you don't want to do the embossing folder, I just use from the Starlight, the little snowflake, and stamp that in the back. And they're both on shimmer paper. So this is very simple, but I'm going to show you how to do this one, because this one is a little bit more complicated. I got a few there that I was testing it, so you can see. And here I have done it on Sarah Sand, because I thought I wanted, that one was not turning my fancy. So I like this one better. So let's get started with that. So what you want to do is, my paper that I'm using, it is a little bit bigger than what's going to need, because it depends how tight you're going to roll your frame. So I'd rather start a little bit bigger and then trim after. So it's measure 9 by 4.25. I'm going to bring my big shot here. Here we go. So the side of, let me reach for scrap paper here. The side that you see the sizzle there. Well, okay, I think, here we go. So you see the side that you see the sizzle on the outside. So the inside of it, you're not doing nothing on the outside but the inside, but you're going to see the sizzle. So that's how you can remember which side to put the ink. And I just want a light blue, so I'm using Soft Sky. And what I'm going to do is just put my ink right on it. Then I'm going to take my paper, put that right here, close it. Okay, now I'm going to bring the big shot here. I don't know how much the camera is going to catch. Okay, I got just a regular platform. I got a clear plate. And then, so the width of this embossing folder, the same width than the big shot. So what you want to do is put it on each side and put your hand on each side of them. Can you see this? The hand on each side. Make sure that your embossing folder don't pass, and it's going to chew it up. As my customer that used to attend my class, they're gonna tell you that it's easy to do. So now I just make sure that it's not past there. I'm gonna roll this through. Now I'm gonna remove this. And now we have to do the same thing on the other side. So what you're gonna do to make sure that it's inked very well, remove this. Again, this is the side. And I'm gonna just add my ink on it. You can add different color ink. It's just that I wanted a very small ink. Okay, now pay attention that you're putting on the right direction. So this needs to go down. For me, it's easier to put this here. Look this way. See, the Sizzix, it's like the wrong side, if you see what I'm saying. Because this is straight and Sizzix, it's upside down. That mixed me up more than once. So don't think that this is straight up. It's the wrong way. Sizzix, it's upside down there. You see my branch go this way. So don't let that fool you. I'm going to go right there about where it ends. You see? Put that right there. We're going to roll that right through it again. So I'm going to bring the big shot back in. Bisous. That's somebody from Quebec there. I love it. Here we go. I'm going to put that there. Remember the trick. You all make sure on the side that if you don't want to damage your... and then roll this through. Let me remove this. Now, how am I going to wash this? Just rinse this underwater. That is it. I just want to rinse that underwater. Do I have to do it right away? Absolutely not. I can wait after the show is done. It's not, it's just water basing, and look how pretty it is. See this? Okay, what happened to my branch? They're all white. Well, I'm using Sarah Sand, and I want to use very, very light Sarah Sand. So if you get a brayer, you can pass your brayer. It works wonderful. We don't sell the brayer anymore, so I'm going to show you how to do it without the brayer, because I cannot sell you a brayer, and if you don't have one, I want you to be able to do this technique. So what you're going to do, you're going to take this, go on the branch, and go very gently. Voila. Turn it around, and go again, and again. Just very light. Someplace you won't have the brown, that is okay. Someplace you're going to have the brown on the background, that is okay. It's all natural. I won't, maybe right here a bit. I won't work more than that. I'm going to say hee-haw, because I think today it worked out wonderful. Sometimes I get more problems, sometimes I get less problem. Today I get a little bit of brown there. That don't bug me. If it does bug you, what you can do is take your white ink. So you're going to take your white ink. Where's my white ink? Right here. And you can take the white ink and tap a bit. You see it almost take that away. Go lighter. And then when the white is dry, this is a pigment ink. It takes a while to dry. After it's dry, I'm going to say like in Texas, in a month from now, it's going to be dry. I'm going to come back with my soft sky on top. You can take the eating tool, though, the embossing tool, and then dry it, and then put a bit of glue on it. But for me, I think that looked very, very lovely. I am not fussing with it. I like it. So now we're ready to do our frame. Let me make sure I don't have inky finger here. Look pretty good. Okay, and this here, the first thing that we want to do, we have to do some trimming. So what, you can use your cutter if you want, or you can cut it by hand. I like to cut it by hand. So to make it easy, what I'm going to show you, it's going to be a little bit easier. So right here, the first square of all to here to the last one here. So that was the 3-inch, okay? At the 3-inch, you're going to remove all those squares. And then you're going to, this part here, the second with all the square, you're going to remove 2 squares. Turn this around. Okay, now I need my cheat sheet to make sure that I'm going to give you the right direction here. I know. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, now when this is facing you on the right side, so this is the right side here and it's facing you, what you're going to go, it's diagonal going up. So it's going to go up with the top. So you want the top at the top and you're going to go up facing the top. It's too easy to go the other direction. So if it's facing you, it's going to go perfectly there. Okay, now the next step, and it's another cut someplace, we're going to figure it out after. Okay, so I'm going to remove all of them here, and cut this in the bottom. So I'm doing 4 of them, so out of 4, I'm sure you can learn what I'm doing here, right? And again, this side, I should have prepared one, and so then you didn't have to watch me cut like this, but that's the life thing, right? See, I turn it, make sure it go up, and I go up. Okay, oh, I still have one more side to do. Okay, 1 minute here. Here we go. And I need to do another cut. I'm trying to think, where was it? I'm going to figure it out in a minute here. Make sure you try to cut this a little bit straighter than I did here. Oh. Here we go. Okay, now the next step is going to be our stamping. Okay, let me reach for my stamp, and I really like this one. It's from the Timeless Texture, and I'm using the one that looked like wood grain. Oh, it is some French going on there. Ça ne fait rien. Bienvenue. Je marquais de toi. Oh, I am so glad some people are talking French there. Here we go. So now what we're going to do is do our stamping. And when I mean our stamping, it is quick. So you decide which color you like best. If you want it darker, lighter. Some of it I did in soft suede. Some of them I did in crumb cake. And I like a little bit darker, so I'm going to do in crumb cake. In soft suede. And here we go. So what I done, I just go, and if you see, I go off in the other direction. So this way I finish there. So I'm going to start right in the center there. So then it don't look all like lines. Make sure you do those corners. And then here. See here, it's kind of a hole there. That's where I'm going to go in the center there. And right now I am not really paying attention. I could try to fit it between my score line. I'm just, but it's still gonna look okay. See, it's very quick, the stamping. And really, we get that in the greeting stamp. That is it. Now I'm going to do this part here. That, by the way, this is the side wall. Just make sure that if you put it side by side, I bet you can even see on the camera. See, it's two different colors. So make sure you stamp on the same sides, so then your frame will match. And you stamp the length with the length of your score line, if that makes any sense what I'm saying. So I wouldn't stamp this way. I would go with my lines. And go a little bit down here, because it's going to be one row. Somebody should sing for me while I do this. It sounds like I got a beat going on here. Here we go. One more down here. Voila. Okay, now, time to assemble. You guys won't believe that, but we're very advanced here. So, what's the trick when you get score line? I bet you guys can tell me, right? You need a bone folder that, here we go, I got one here. We have to reinforce all this. I mean, really reinforce this. Something needs to get cut there. We're going to figure it out a bit. I did that a couple months ago. When was it? About 2 months ago. I did another one last week or the week before to do my PDF file. And I was so rusted. I'm like, ooh. And then this morning, I'm like, how did I put that again together? When you just do once in a while, it's like, Just make sure you keep those straight, those fold. That here, I think I killed maybe 4 trees trying to do this frame here. Because I was determined to have it a bigger one, but everything was not working. And then I was like, wait a minute, I can use more than one sheet of paper. Well, I sure did, and it worked. But man, I wasted a lot of paper before I figured it out. This one here, we could even do it without one of the score. You're going to see one's going to get tucked in, but the reason why I say keep it with all the score, it's really reinforced the size of it. So I would keep it all. So it's a little bit too big, this size, the 6-inch. But before I'm going to decide how much I'm going to cut, I'm going to see how tight that I fold this here. So you're going to see this is done here. And when I'm going to come here, this is going to get under there. You see how it goes here? I don't need another cut. I'm glad I didn't cut. You know what? I think this is pretty good. If you see yours want to stay like bow a bit, just cut a sliver out of this. When I mean a sliver, I mean a sliver. So I'd rather start with the 6-inch. This looked very good here. Okay, so we're going to trim this. And the reason why I want to start with one sheet of paper, not doing 2 pieces of like 6 by 6 or 6 by whatever, it's because that if you have to cut it a sliver, then both sides going to be exactly the same size. And another one, if you cut, let's say 5, 7, 8 by 6, well, which side it's what? So I rather cut it this way. Now I'm going to come here and cut it at 6. So really it is 6 by 6. But all the other frame, I did 2 more to when Lisa was here. We had to trim, I mean a sliver. It was like 1/16, 1/8 of an inch. So you're going to see what I'm talking about if you have to trim yours. Now you can use fast fuse, you can use tear and tape, or you can use tumble glue. I really love tumble glue. The reason why I love tumble glue is because it gives you a chance to move it and rearrange it. The problem with tumble glue, by the time it dry, sometimes the frame gonna come, lift in some corners. So I'm gonna use a combination. And today I'm going to be using fast fuse. Here it is. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the top and the bottom first. One thing you can do, you can take your background and mount it right here in the center if you want. I don't like to do that in case if I'm off a bit, then my trees the wind is blowing all the time. So I rather put it after. If you want, you sure can. Put it right in the center here and mount it. It's all up to you. So me, I prefer to do it after. So I'm going to remove it, but that's another option. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put this flat down. Anything that 3D that you can put flat down, it's very lovely. I did them stand up the first time. Oh my goodness, it was a problem. So what we're going to do is take our fast fuse and just the last one of all. That is it. So I'm going to put that here. And I put it this here, the edge on the last 4, like that. Turn this down. Open it up. See how simple this was? Cannot get any more simple than that. Okay, now the next one. Again, put your fast fuse over here. And you can use tear and tape. Again, put that lined up with your last 4 there. Turn the whole shebang down. Really, I should have done that on the other one. Okay, now we have to do our sides. Now the side, we need some glue under there. So what we're going to do is take our tumble glue, and I don't know if you can see, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here, right on, especially at the edge. So we're going to do, and we have to do the 4, well, which side did I do here? No, I cannot. Okay, that one. So I'm going to do this one first. So you want to put, and that helps a lot, trust me. Now what you're going to do is take this. This is going to go in the back here. So see, these two going to get together, and this is going to go under. And then another round. Let me make sure here. It's going to go there. Oh, I was one off. Okay, so this one, so the last one and this one need to match together. See this? So what you're going to do, this, going to go with this one here. Those two need to go together. Now this here, going to get glue down there, and then it's going to go up. So you have to put glue on the last one, and put that equal again with your fold there. Oops, how did I do that? Okay, put it this way and just bring it down. I can see you're learning from a few experienced frame here. And Lisa from Michigan was here to visit me, and we decided to do that. And we had quite of a challenge, but I did it. Okay, so now we're going to remember the last, look twice, right? Okay, so the last one you get your strip here. You're wondering what happened to that. Don't you worry, we're going to glue that in a minute. Okay. Like that, I didn't like that. You have to make sure that you're going straight on each side. If not, your frame will not fit. Here we go. Does it turn? Just make sure that it turns. Okay, it does. Okay, now what we're going to do is put our snail right here. Not snail, snail won't work. You want to use, now we have to put our glue. Again, I don't know how much you can see in the camera here. You cannot put it too much in advance, but you, and like if you put, you could put, oh, make sure I didn't bend that. You could put, whatchamacallit there, some tear and tape and peel it up. You could always do that. But for me, like I said, this here give me the chance to move it around. You know what? I didn't do that on the other one, but I think that would be, oh, it's nothing there. That's a waste. Okay, so this is gonna go, how did I do that? Right there. Here we go. Really rub that good. And now bring this up. Okay, let's hold this here for a bit there. That's what happened with the Tombow. You know, it's a good glue. It's just that it takes a little bit longer to bond. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way here. What I'm going to do is just, it's hard to put my fast fuse. I'm just going to, it's still not glue. I can feel it the other side. One side went right away. Oh, yeah, it is froze. Huh. Let me check that. I see that I'm froze, right? Yeah. So tell them to hold on with you there. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do about it. No data. Okay, let me see what I'm going to start. Live. Okay, let me see what I can do, Ollie.